Good evening, fellow patrons. In today's video, we test out the highly anticipated Gravemark 357 mag at the Liberty Falls boss fight on round 100. This pistol is extremely fun to use and is surprisingly much more customizable than I thought it would be. And after some thorough testing, I believe that the build that I go over in this video is the meta build for the Gravemark. I will also break down the augments that I used in this boss fight, and I was surprised at how well some of them worked with this gun. Of course, as always, I will have chapters throughout the video for those who wish to skip ahead. For this particular build, I went with the ported compensator over the regular compensator because with powerful guns such as this one, there are many instances where you only need one shot to eliminate a zombie, so you'll definitely benefit from the scaling of the first shot's recoil more so than you would on an automatic weapon. The CHF barrel on this pistol is no joke, increasing critical damage by 33% on its way to dealing 407 damage to the head. So for comparison purposes, the converted CR Max with the 10 round mag has a critical damage of 447, so it's in that caliber of elite critical damage. And because this is so high, I don't think it's a bad play to throw on the long barrel instead to mitigate the damage from falling off, especially in boss fights. With the long barrel, the damage output does not start to decline until 61 meters, where the CHF barrel and the other barrels other than the reinforced barrel declines at 45. And I'm sure most people will elect not to equip a magazine for this gun because of both of the options are fast mags, which decrease the ammo capacity of an already lower capacity mag. But both of these mags provide a substantial improvement to ADS speed and jump to fire speed, along with a significant improvement in reload speed. After pack punching the gun, both of these mags have 9 bullets, which seems to be tolerable for a gun with this type of power. The base mag houses 12 after it's upgraded, but has a 33% lower reload speed than the slower of the 2 fast mags. The ergonomic grip will drastically improve your ADS and slide to fire speeds. I typically run the CBQ grip on most of my guns, but because of how important critical shots are for this weapon, I went with the ergonomic grip to further improve accuracy when I'm ADSing. The rapid fire attachment also isn't a no-brainer, as it increases the fire rate by 11%, which with a single shot weapon like this is substantial. I was not at all impressed whatsoever with the AKIMBO stock on the Gravemark. The damage range is reduced by almost 10 meters, the fire rate significantly decreases, and all the hip fire spreads are significantly larger. The significant improvement to reload speed is almost completely negated by how inaccurate the AKIMBO form of this gun is. It's very difficult to shoot consistent critical shots with this AKIMBO setup, and so I wanted to test which loadout would kill at a faster rate. So I went on to time how long it would take me to reach round 25 on Liberty Falls when I used the single pistol versus the AKIMBO setup. I did pop Perkaholics and Hidden Power for both matches, and I did not stop in between rounds. It was complete, it was non-stop, and I wanted to complete the rounds as fast as possible for both trials. Rampage was also activated off rip as well, but with the single pistol, I was able to reach round 25 in 17 minutes, and with the AKIMBOs, I reached round 25 in 25 minutes. And I think the reason why the single pistol is so different and so much better is because of how much greater the critical damage is on this gun compared to non-crits. I also think that the ADS speed on the single pistol is so fast it allows you to be much more accurate than with the AKIMBOs. For the recommended augments on this gun, I would recommend Double or Nothing. This is the first time I've used the Double or Nothing augment from Double Tap because I've always been skeptical of the cons of the augment itself, but I was actually surprised at how effective it is. From my experience, I would rarely see any damage or 0 damage numbers, and the amount of damage you can do if a critical is doubled is staggering. I was able to hit a 100,000 shot on a Mangler in this boss fight, and then I frequently saw 68,000s, 70s on Abominations. I do think it speeds up the time you can kill the zombies significantly. I think the upsides are much greater than the downsides of the augment. And because the reload speed is so fast, I honestly don't find reloading to be much of a hassle or an inconvenience when you're trying to kill a horde. And so I chose to maximize the damage rather than extend the gun magazine. So the other two augments I would recommend is Deadhead and Dead Break from Deadshot. If you pair this with the classic formula for Speed Cola, you won't even notice that you're reloading, honestly. That essentially sums up my analysis of the Gravemark. Extremely fun gun to use, very customizable. Definitely recommend using the augments double or nothing and try to lean towards maximizing its damage rather than extending the magazine on it. My next video, I will be taking on the Z-Rex at round 100 with a gun that most people don't use in that boss fight. So stay tuned for that. It should be dropping sometime this week. Just need to edit it a little bit. And yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and JJet out.
Get some extra crispy. Let's hope that wasn't the runt of the litter.
Alpha team, how copy? Somebody tell me what just happened. Any station this net, what is your status? Enos, you hurt them. I swear I'll...
No interruptions for this next part. Thank you, my friends, for volunteering.